Scene safety.
Hey, move away. There's an unconscious patient. Hey, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Getting a consent.
My name is Katrina Martinez. I am a rescuer from the SUROTC. May I ask for your consent that I may conduct a CPR on you?
Call for help.
Hello, is this the hospital? SUMC? Yes. There is an unconscious patient here at Hunog, Dumaguete City. I am from Siliman Heights Subdivision. Please come here immediately.
Then we check the pulse. Next is chest compressions. Then we give rescue breaths. Now we reassess and we check pulse and breathing. Lastly is the recovery position.
The Hemlock maneuver. So he is choking.
First, you have to step at the back of the person who's choking, and then you put your hands around them. You put a fist in the middle of the rib cage and the belly button, and you start pushing until the food comes out.
Hello there, patient. My name is Katrina Martinez and I am a cadet from ROTC and today I'm going to treat your wound over here.
Please heal me, medic.
So for the materials, you're gonna need some cotton buds, some alcohol, betadine or medicine, some tape, also some gauze and the scissors that we can also use as those. So I disinfected my hands before doing this first aid and dressing, therefore I'll also put on some alcohol, but I actually also washed my hands. So now we take some cotton buds. I'm gonna hold it using this tongue. Then I'm gonna put some alcohol in it to disinfect the wound. So it is advised to do it in a circular dabbing motion. After disinfecting the wound, we're going to put some betadine. So the same process, I use a cotton bud and put some betadine on it and dress it on the wound. So I also made sure that my patient is comfortable by putting his hand on my knee. So you do it on a more circular dabbing motion. Then we're going to take some gauze. We're going to use this to cover the wound. Then we're going to secure it with some tape. Ta-da! After which, you dispose your trash and make sure that you wash your hands. Bandaging for head injury on the temple. First, you put the middle of the base on the temple of where the injury is. Then you make sure that the ending lines are crossed together. so that you can tie it in front of the head. You also do a square knot, so it's right over left, and then left over right. And then you make sure that you hide those left tangles. Then we're going to roll up the remaining cloth at the back of the head and make sure that we also hide that for cleanliness. And voila, you're basically done. Next is bandaging for elbow fracture. So you place the triangular bondage around the center of the arm and insert it there. Then you do a square knot at the back, and after that the apex, essentially which is near the elbow, you just roll it and hide it. And make sure that the tip of the fingertips can still be seen. Next is bandaging for amputated arm. So an amputated arm means that your arm got cut off, so you need to stop the internal bleeding by making sure that the bondage is tight. So essentially you wrap around the bondage through the cut of your arm, and then after that you do a square knot and you hide the edges. So for chest injury, you need 2 towels, and you also need a cloth that will essentially cover the bleeding of your chest. So first, you're going to wrap around the first triangular bandage and then do a square knot at the exact spot as to where you put the initial pad. So after that, you're going to do the same for the second bondage. And you're going to make sure that it's not too tight, otherwise it would harm you. So next is the bandaging of impaled objects in the chest. So impaled means that this cut right through your body, and in order for that to cover that wound, we have to make a donut in the bandage, which you can see essentially there from where the cut is. And then after that, you just have to tie it back to a square knot at the back to keep it stable. Another would be the bandaging of the ankle sprain. So the ankle sprain is really important because it's common to have sprains. So essentially we just also tie around the triangle bondage, and we also loop it around the edges, as you can see here, just for extra stability. And then after that, we are going to do the square knot to keep it in place. And we are done. Ta-da! So next would be a hip dislocation. So to do this, you're going to press the triangle bondage to where the injury is at, and then you're going to put it at the very back and let it pass through, and then you're just going to tie the square knot towards the side to secure it. Okay, and you also hide the edges as much as you want if you need to. So next we have the knee injury. So to do the knee injury, you just have to put the apex area near to where the wound is at, and then after that you would just sort of like wrap that area from the top of where the center is and at the bottom of where the center is, and then after that you just lock it in place through a square knot at the back of the knee. And never ever forget to hide the edges as much as you need to for cleanliness. So next is for the bandaging of wrist injuries. So the trick to do this is to put the middle of the triangle bandage and to where it's hurt, and then you put thumb, pinky, thumb, and then after that if you have any cloth left, you can just do one last roll together, and then you sum it all up with a square knot and hiding of the edges. So we're going to perform the shoulder on Kevin. So first we have this one, and then we're going to take the end and we're just going to place it over here, and then we're going to cut his head inside, and then make sure that the shoulders are touched. So the shoulders, okay, and then one more, the shoulders, like that, and then in the back of Kevin, we're gonna bandage this. So right over left, left over right, left over right. So as you can see, his arm is properly bandaged.
Ma'am, ako isa elevator. Ma'am, ako yung elevator. Ma'am, ako yung elevator. Ma'am, dito. Ma'am, sa katatlo.